Okay, so this is my Jing for, let's see, what is this, week 7 of the object-oriented programming class for summer of 2018 at Manchester Community College. My name is Sean Logue. So for this week, what we've been working on is building the wheels, and I think the lab for this class was to build a class that could build wheels or that could add a wheel at any moment. I I made code that could build a class, and I made code that could read a file in through a dictionary, but I wasn't quite sure how they would work together. So what I did for code this week is it's sort of the exact opposite, I guess, in some way of what you wanted us to do, because I didn't keep anything separate. I mean, I kept those files separate. That way I could call on them when I needed them. But what I did basically was put all the code into one file and see if it works. Because the main problem I was having was that I had a function that would create variables, but then when I tried to use those variables in my main program, it wouldn't let me because they were in the function to begin with. And I couldn't figure that out. I could not figure that out. I kept looking and looking and I couldn't find an answer for it. So what I did for my Jing this week, which I might not even keep in case I do figure it out and I have more to talk about, but what I did is I dumped it all into one file and then I made it work. And I was able to successfully do that. So right here, I have the list of all the characters that we will need to encrypt. So I have that in this giant list. What I did is I made a copy of this list that was stored in the variable y. Then I shuffled the original list. Then I zipped them both together. So now what I would have is essentially a wheel. It will be a random list of these keys, and then this list as the values. And then I have the inverse wheel, which is the other way around, because I know that at some point we'll need to go backwards and decrypt things. Then what I'm doing is I'm opening a file that has text in it, and then for the poem that's in there, or for each letter in there, because I'm using code from previous, but I suppose the variable doesn't matter. I print out letter by letter the file going through the dictionary that's created here. That's using the original thing. So this is encrypting a file. And we'll see here, it does it letter by letter. It encrypts the entire thing. Just let it finish there. So that's nothing incredibly new. I got these different parts to work somewhat separately. Part of the reason I'm making this Jing is so that I can talk about it and try to explain it and try to learn more about it. A lot of, like, this class is object-oriented programming. And I think I've kind of been doing a little bit of both, of that and not doing that. So I had to go to one extreme here and just put everything in the same file and understand how it might work. What I might do for my, technical week 8, but it's really just the second Jing for this week, is try to create objects that are as simple as humanly possible, that don't really need to fill out the job for this specific program, but just make them very simple. I'm having trouble with it right now. Like I said, just annoying things like I can't use variables from one function and put them in another, or use them outside of the function, which is very frustrating. I feel like that fact alone, not being able to do that, really defeated the purpose so far, considering my understanding of Python, for using object-oriented programming, because it won't let me transfer them. So obviously I need to figure out how that works or how to fix that in order to use object-oriented programming. So like I said, that's where I'm at right now. That's my goals. So like I said, you might not even see this. I might not upload it as my final Jing for week 7, but I had to make this to sort of learn and understand more. So anyway, thank you very much. This is Sean Logue, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks.